Aloha, my name is Candice Assam Lopez, and I am the Director of Development for Ronald McDonald House Charities Hawaii. And our mission is to provide a home away from home for seriously ill children and their families who seek medical treatment here on the island of Oahu. We service families from the neighbor islands and the Pacific Rim area. We started with Arreva, I think about 10 to 12 years ago, and have been with them ever since. Previous to that, we were just using Excel spreadsheets. So you can imagine trying to keep track of data was kind of very cumbersome. I think we may have had one of the very first versions of Arreva that they had with Premier, and we just recently upgraded to exceed further up in the cloud. Through the years, they've been developing and growing the product. So we're excited actually to be turning this page and starting new, especially with all the digital things that are happening out there. And I think that's what they've done. They've provided solutions throughout the years in many different areas. One of the things I think that was good for us is it also had the guest services. And then as we added a volunteer manager, it had the volunteer capability to manage that. But I'm from the fundraising side, and just having an actual donor database and being able to get different kinds of reports and things was real advantageous for us. Using the Arreva software has really been a positive experience. We've been talking with some other developers there at Arreva, especially regarding the team fundraising. You really couldn't use the team until you had purchased the software, but we weren't at the time to upgrade at that point. But they found a solution for us this year. They were able to set us up with a separate database so that we could do our virtual event through the team fundraising platform that's included in the suite that we have. Using the team fundraiser allowed us to reach out to the community and help fundraise for us. Sylvia and her team were fantastic in supporting us through that process from the very beginning to the end. We'll be able to bring over all of those records. And I think that's a real positive thing. We won't have to do double entry. So we're excited about having doing that, because if we use another software, we would have to take that information and input the data ourselves. Having this one suite allows us to take that information and then it'll flow right into a database system. In our team fundraising, when we started, this was our first endeavor with them. Person initially who started working with Arreva to get that team fundraiser in place left our organization. So we were kind of like, oh my God, I wasn't training on it. And then Arreva and Sylvia and her team just stepped in and said, we're going to help you. We're going to help you get through this. Don't worry. We're there for you. You just let us know what you need. And they were. I'm really grateful for that. They were very, very good about helping us get through what we considered a crisis, and they stepped up for us. So really appreciated that. I would recommend Arreva. There are so many platforms out there. And I tell you, I get daily requests for demos and from all over, from many. And there's great software out there. But I think with Arreva, I think just this kind of support that we've had from them is key, because I've heard with other softwares, you don't get that. Same like they did even switching over to Exceed created a separate database for us to use in the meantime. Who's going to do that and take that time? I can't think of very many. I don't even know if there are any that would actually do that for somebody. Their commitment behind your product is phenomenal. I appreciate that.